William in shock as King Charles reveals he's not the legitimate successor. The tranquil calm that had settled over the United Kingdom in the wake of Queen Elizabeth II's passing was shattered today as King Charles III made a stunning announcement that has left the public reeling. In a televised address to the nation, the newly instated monarch revealed that he is not, in fact, the legitimate successor to the throne. To the shock of the royal family and the British people, Charles declared that his son, Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, is the rightful heir who should have taken the crown. But before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe. The King's unprecedented admission has plunged the monarchy into a state of unprecedented crisis, raising questions about the future of the royal institution and the line of succession. It is with a heavy heart that I must convey this news to you all today, Charles stated solemnly, his voice tinged with evident distress. After much reflection and consideration, I have come to the realization that I am not the rightful heir to the throne of the United Kingdom. The monarch went on to explain that new information had recently come to light regarding the circumstances of his birth, suggesting that he may have been the product of an extramarital affair rather than the legitimate child of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. The DNA evidence is irrefutable, Charles said, his composure wavering. I am not the biological son of the Queen. This means that I have no claim to the crown, and it should rightfully belong to my son, Prince William. The revelations have sent shockwaves through the nation, with the public struggling to come to terms with the implications of this stunning turn of events. The news has been particularly devastating for Prince William, who found himself thrust into the unexpected position of the rightful heir to the throne. I am absolutely shocked and overwhelmed by this revelation, William said in a brief statement released by Kensington Palace. My father's announcement has left me reeling, and I am still trying to process the full implications of this situation. The Duke of Cambridge went on to express his deep respect and admiration for his father, acknowledging the courage it must have taken for Charles to come forward with this information. I know this must have been an incredibly difficult decision for my father to make, William said. I can only imagine the emotional turmoil he has been grappling with. While I am honored to be considered the rightful heir, I never expected this turn of events, and I am deeply saddened by the circumstances that have led us to this point. The rest of the royal family has remained largely silent in the aftermath of the announcement, with Buckingham Palace issuing a terse statement expressing the need for privacy and time to process this profound development. The revelation has raised profound questions about the future of the British monarchy. With the legitimacy of the current king's claim to the throne now in doubt, the stability and continuity of the royal institution have been called into question. This is an unprecedented crisis for the monarchy, said royal historian and commentator, Dr. Emily Ashton. The public's trust in the royal family has been shaken to its core. The very foundations of the monarchy are now in jeopardy. Ashton went on to suggest that the revelation could potentially pave the way for a more thorough examination of the royal family's history and the legitimacy of its lineage. This could open the door to a broader reckoning with the monarchy's past, she said. The British people may demand a more transparent and accountable royal institution, one that is built on a solid foundation of legitimacy and public trust. As the nation grapples with the implications of King Charles's announcement, the focus now turns to the future of the monarchy and the path forward. With Prince William now poised to assume the throne, the question remains as to how the transition of power will unfold. Will Charles abdicate, or will he attempt to hold onto the crown despite the revelations? And how will the public react to these unprecedented developments? One thing is certain, the British monarchy is facing its greatest challenge in modern history, and the decisions made in the coming days and weeks will have a profound impact on the institution's long-term future. This is a pivotal moment for the monarchy, Ashton said. The way the royal family navigates this crisis will determine whether the institution emerges stronger and more resilient, or whether it crumbles under the weight of its own history and the public's waning trust. As the nation holds its breath, the world watches to see how the House of Windsor will respond to this seismic shift in the line of succession. The future of the British monarchy hangs in the balance.